This is our project on Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday lived in Newington Butts, which is now London Borough of Southwark. In 1790 he moved to Outhgill, Westmoreland. He was born in London and died in London at the age of 76. Faraday completed the majority of his work in London at the Royal Institution of Great Britain. Here is a picture of Michael Faraday. Queen Victoria rewarded his lifetime of devotion to science by granting him the use of a house at Hampton Court and even offered him the honor of a knighthood. He accepted the house but rejected the knighthood, saying that he wanted to be plainly known as Mr. Faraday. From 1991 until 2001, Faraday's picture featured on the reverse of Series E Euro $20 banknotes issued by the Bank of England. The picture showcased him conducting a lecture at the Royal Institution with a magnetoelectric spark apparatus. Faraday grabbed the 22nd position in the BBC's list of the 100 greatest Britons, following a UK-wide vote which was conducted in the year 2002. Faraday worked together with a famous chemist known as Humphrey Davy. When a short time as Davy's note-taker ended, Faraday sent a note to Davy, asking if he might be employed as his assistant. Soon after this, one of Davy's laboratory assistants was fired for misconduct, and Davy sent a message to Faraday asking if he would like the job of chemical assistant. Here's a picture of Michael Faraday teaching at the Royal Institution about the magnetoelectric spark apparatus. At this time in Faraday's life, the Napoleonic Wars were going on. Britain had just made Ireland a part of the United Kingdom. The Irish were rebelling against the British. The War of 1812 had just happened. The British Abolition Slave Act was just enacted. Britain had just made New Zealand a colony. There were rebellions in India, and the US Civil War had just started. Michael Faraday was a Sindemonian Christian. In his early life, it was the most important influence upon him and affected how he interpreted nature. Some of these significant contributions to physics were his research on the magnetic field around a conductor carrying a direct current. That Faraday established the basis for the concept of the electromagnetic field in physics. Faraday also established that magnetism could affect rays of light, and that there was an underlying relationship between the two phenomena. He similarly discovered the principles of electromagnetic induction in diamagnetism and the laws of electrolysis. His inventions of electromagnetic rotary devices formed the foundation of electric motor technology, and it was largely due to his efforts that electricity became practical for use in technology. Faraday's breakthrough came when he wrapped two insulated coils of wire around an iron ring and found that upon passing a current through one coil, a momentary current was induced in the other coils, and this was called mutual induction. Michael Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction, which is used in most electric appliances today. He invented a way of causing an electric current, helping other scientists and engineers to improve upon his findings and create objects such as cell phones or tablets with wireless electricity. His invention of the first electric motor was used as the basis model of the motor to be improved on by future scientists, with William Sturgeon, a British physicist, using his model to create the first electric rotary motor, which is the basis model for our modern-day motors. From what we have discovered and know today, Michael Faraday's findings are not incorrect to what today's physicists have found based on his research. Some other important information about Michael Faraday is that Faraday grew up very poor, where his father was sick off and on again and could not afford to take care of both him and his other three siblings. He got a job as an apprentice for a bookstore and started reading about electricity, which sparked his interest in electromagnetics. Here is the first electric motor, which was invented by Michael Faraday. Here is our bibliography page, where we have listed all of the URL links to the websites with which we found all the information here in this PowerPoint. And here are some quiz questions. What country was Michael Faraday born in? London. What did Faraday become interested? Well, how did Faraday become interested in electricity? He read books in a bookstore when he was an apprentice. What did he research? He researched electromagnetism. What works did his ideas lead to? They led to cell phones, tablets, and wireless electricity. This project was created by Tayton Thompson, Ethan O'Neill, Mackay Parker, and Adam Villalba.